Welcome back, guys. It's Storilance. Today, I'm here with a new summary of a book called Hold My Hand by Durjoy Dutta. The book revolves around the relationship of two youngsters, Deep and Ahana. The story shows how you have to suffer to get your true love and to endure it, whatever you have to sacrifice about it. I know it's been a long time I didn't post anything. It's like I moved to a new place. I'm doing my masters in Mysore and I'm staying in PG as it's usually very crowded, so I couldn't record any of the video. Because of my recent heartbreak, I want to move out from it, so I'm recording the videos again. Once again, I guess I can get some happiness from this video recording. Let's leave it aside. Let's leave my story aside. Let's talk about our story. The first part is about our main lead who is Deep. According to the book, he is very nerdy guy who is tall and thin who always reads books. Literally, I feel some sort of relatedness with his behavior. I'm also like him, mostly diving in the books and or in all the places. So Deep is Bengali who stays in Delhi and his father is a librarian and his mom is homemaker. And he is a very very lovable boy and his mom loves him abundantly. Like he got a internship in Hong Kong and he wanted to go there, but his mom was like, no, you can't go overseas. I can't live without you. And my mom was also like that. She calls me daily to ask about me and my health. Moms are very, right. Deep had two friends, uh, Mansi and Aman. It's like they were only friends as Deep looked skinny and moreover, nerdy guys and nerdy girls simply get a lot of hatred. I found some friends who read books here. Like in Mysore, I found some friends who read books and who also have some good collection of books. And so let's continue to the story. So Mansi is kind of girl who is bit fat, or let's say she's chubby and she has somewhat feelings for Aman. But Aman already has a girlfriend whose name is Ritika and she's slim and like pretty as all guys want. Same type of girl, like typical girl, you see. And like she was very much attracted to him. But Aman, like about Aman, let me say that he was a guy who was like magnet who attracted girls. Like it's just dream of many guys. I too wanna be a magnet who attracts girls. I attracted one, but she left. What can we do? So here is our lead guy who got internship in ATS Hong Kong, where he was called to develop a software for Hong Kong Central Library. So his mom, as I said, so his mom didn't want her baby boy to go to Hong Kong or overseas away from her. Deep's mom was crying and crying on Deep that he was going to Hong Kong. On the day of journey, Aman called Deep to bid goodbye and say that how beautiful air hostess would be on the plane. But Deep was worried that he was going to be about 31,000 feet above the ground. He went to Delhi airport and was reading book there too. It's like very good thing to read books. Like you don't have to talk to people more often. In a world full of selfies, in a world full of people with selfies, likes, shares, comments, you can be a guy who takes book to a cafe and reads it there. Like, did anyone of you try it? Like taking a book to a cafe and reading book there, sipping coffee. I just want to see how people would react. If anyone have tried it, just tell about those experience in my comment section. I would definitely love to listen to them. And Deep hears about his flight announcement. He runs and near the checking security for boarding uh, and boards to the plane. And he had two planes to change, like Delhi to Bangkok and Bangkok to Hong Kong. He reaches to Hong Kong where he was literally staying in a hotel which was more luxurious than he had ever seen. He rested next few days. He spends most of his time in National Library. When he was in library, he saw a pretty girl in the lift. Like she was bluish, she had bluish green eyes, and she kind of looked like a Indian girl. So he was naturally attracted to her and also had a small talk with her. Then he was called to the main office in Hong Kong, that by a guy named Ritik, who was his superior. He also told that they didn't need any kind of interns, but because of the head office, they had to hire Deep. And this guy was a bit short compared to Deep, and he was bald. Uh, Deep was constantly looking at his bald head like it was some sort of diamond or something. I too used to stare at my lecturer like he was bald, and I used to stare at him. He was like, "What the fuck are you looking at me, dude? Write your exams." And I was like, "Okay, sir. Let's leave it aside." This guy named Ratik, he just wanted to introduce Deep to his wife, who was Koni and she was Chinese. So he told that, "Why not we meet in the bar today? I will show how Hong Kong is to you, to the Deep." Deep wanted to say no, but he says yes, as Ritik was his superior. You see, right? Deep was like introverted guy, like me, who couldn't go out for clubs or pubs, like right? Introverted feelings. When I first came to Mysore, like we had a freshers party in some pub, which was named Double Barrel, I guess. And I was like so freaked out. How would I face so many guys or so many people and be with them for so long time? I was just terrified about the idea. But I went, I danced, I danced at my fullest, and I made a crush over there too. She was senior, and let's leave my story aside. We'll come to the story of Deep. So Deep goes to the pub, and there he drinks. It was his first time as Ritik forced him to drink, and he drank, and he was like banging his head on the table as the board was spinning. It happens whenever you drink for the first time, it happens. But if you didn't try the drinks, please don't try. It's not good for health, and it's like I just want to suggest that don't drink. It's not good for health. This is from my side as a friend. So he hears some girl's voice like she was the same girl who he met in the lift. She was drinking coffee. Literally, she was drinking coffee in a bar. Guys, I just can't believe the girl was just drinking coffee in a bar. And she told that she liked coffee more than just some drinks, and it was good for health too. And then she asks Deep to find her dad as she was blind, and Deep couldn't believe that she was blind. She asked twice and thrice. He asked twice and thrice that was she really blind or she was just acting. And then Deep finds her dad, and she walks to her dad. Here, Deep, her dad just tells her that why not you dance with Deep? They dance, and her name was Ahana. Man, the word, like the girl's name is so good. Like I just don't know why, but all the girls surrounding me have that ANA last has ANA. Like their name has ANA in the last, and this just all around me. I don't know why. Let's leave it aside. So he was completely and like he loved her. He loved her company, and Ahana too loved his company. And the next day they think of visiting. temple which is called Manmo Temple. I guess just spelled it right. I don't know. They pray there, and Ahana says that she wants to meet a guy who once she dated. Deep was like, okay, but when he meets, he gets to know that the guy was so arrogant, and his name was Avik. He was completely blind, but didn't use cane to walk. He used to make clicking sounds while walking. And next to start the second part, which is about a blind girl, Ahana. Ahana was basically blind, like she was not always blind, but she turned blind when she was 6 year old because of some sort of disease, which was Leber's congenital genital amaurosis. I don't know how it's spelled. I just told whatever I thought of. And her dad used to take care of her like her mom was not there. Her mom died very early. So in this part, we see how Ahana got introduced to Avik and how they got into relationship. Like she got introduced to him. He was super famous as he didn't use cane to walk, even if he was completely blind. And Ahana's dad wanted her to learn it. So that way they got introduced and they got too close. And let me tell you, Avik was a guy who was like toxic guy in relationship. Like he liked physical things more. But then he says that he had a childhood crush and is going with her. Fuck, how can he say that? So say those things to a mean girl, Ahana. Ahana cried a lot. Like she liked him, but this dude had some other girl. Then one day she felt lonely, so she called Avik so they can connect emotionally. But Avik thought that it was for physical fun. So he starts touching her and undressing her and kissing her, all those stuff. You just read the book and get to know about it. I don't want to explain that. I don't want my video to get a strike. So they do some stuff and Ahana gets angry about it, so she scolds him and sends him away. Because of all those loud noises, Deep comes to her flat and asks that is everything all right. She scolds Deep too. Like, why did you scold Deep? He just wanted to ask that that is everything all right. Girls, man, I don't know how they think. Uh, But then she calms herself and calls Deep that she wanted to go to Disneyland. They enjoy a lot. I really ship for Deep and Ahana to continue. Like they look cute, cute man. Leave it. Then they meet Sadika, who used to work with Ahana's dad and kinda had a feeling for Ahana's dad. The next part is about hold my hand. From this part, I guess the book got the name Hold My Hand, which was basically about Ahana and Deep spending time together, as I didn't like this part a bit as it was a more detailed. And yeah, it also has an accident which happened with Ahana's dad, but he was fine. And also Ahana and Deep kiss, man, it's different feeling. What do you guys say? Did anyone try kissing? Like everyone would have had the first kiss. I didn't have. Like I got kiss on on my cheeks, not on my lips. I don't know when I'll get my first kiss. Okay, I will wait. What can I do? And again, we have the last part, which is about a nerd guy. The plane lands in Delhi, like he came from Hong Kong to Delhi, and he was missing Gahana. Like anything, I can understand this feeling because I'm too feeling like it. Someone who we love leave us at an instant is fucking a bad feeling. But Deep didn't break up with Ahana, so it's a bit different from me. He was uninterested in things. Then one day he shows his pics to her pics, like Ahana's pics, to his friends. Like friends means Mansia and Aman. They say that she is cute until he says that she is blind. So Mansi tells in anger that you made a blind girl fall in love with you and you came to India unannounced to her. Everything was going good, man. Then one day, Mansi, Aman, and Deep go for swimming, where he meets Ahana. Now she can see a bit like blurry images of people because of some treatment, and she says that he looks cute, and they kiss. Boom! It's the end of the story, guys. So what we learn from this story is that we should never treat disabled people bad. Like they are differentially abled people or specially abled people, not like you just call them shit things. Don't ever do that, guys. They too feel bad about it, and they too are the human. They too are humans, and not aliens from another world, which we should stop. Is what I would say. Thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's meet again. Sayonara.